Let's cover two important factors in making your email campaign really work for you. A campaign has to work. It must do what you want it to do. And what do you want your campaign to do? Well, you want it to do primarily two things. First, you want it to build relationship. The first thing you want to do is build a relationship. If you build relationship, you'll make sales. You'll make sales in the first 2 weeks, and also in 3 months, in 6 months, in 9 months, in a year. I've talked about this idea of converting as quickly as possible. You do want to make your money back and have a return on investment within the first 2 weeks, not 3 months or not really 6 months. That's not to say that we don't want people to invest at those points in time. I mean, I personally find that I generate anywhere from 5 to 15 times as much revenue in the long run as I generate in those first 2 weeks. If I generate $10 per subscriber in the first 2 weeks, I'm probably going to generate somewhere between 50 to 100 subscribers in the long run. So like when I say in the long run, it's going to be maybe 2 or 3 years. For a lot of people, a long run may mean 3 to 6 months. But for me, once somebody gets involved, they get really involved. Like usually a measure of getting really involved means they make some kind of a purchase from you. If someone gets on my list and never buys anything, really, I'd probably take them off of the list at some point, as they're not a good fit. Obviously, that kind of flies in the face that they might hang out on the list and eventually buy. It flies in the face of that idea. But what we find is in the very long run, say that like the non-buyer hasn't bought for 6 months and you're only emailing a few times a month, they're probably getting overwhelmed with emails. If you take them off the list and then they get back on your list a year from now, many times they'll buy within the first week or two of getting back onto your list. Without scientifically testing this, I believe that unless you're in a position to where you're not mailing that much, or you're generally excluding people who have been on your list for 6 months without making a purchase, my opinion is that they really shouldn't be on your list. I hope you found the information in this video to be very helpful. If you're interested in learning more about email marketing, click on the link below to get our proven formula for writing a powerful 90-day email campaign. You'll also discover the 3 keys you must have in place to write emails that people really want to read. Go ahead and click below now.